Welcome to your weekend focus for September the 28th and the 29th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have an exciting weekend ahead, don't we? The moon is in Libra for Saturday and Sunday, I believe. But we have the new moon in Libra as well, and that will be at 5 degrees. What I think is amazing about that 5 degrees mark is it's also our numerology for the Sunday. So that ends up being a 5. In fact, the numerology of the day for Sunday adds up to a 23. And as you know, I think we've pulled it over the last couple of weeks, probably 4, 5, maybe 6 times, the 23 card in the Nature's Whispers. Knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are deserving. So it has been a very strong theme. Okay. The 23 energy in numerology really says that you have a lot of protection around you to guide you into the safe ports of life right now. So you don't pay attention to what people are telling you, things that are being shown to you. Okay. It's to steer you in the right direction, to maneuver you into a safe port forward. So we have the new moon on Saturday. I think maybe you guys in Australia might actually experience it on Sunday, which I think is really extraordinary with the numerology and the degrees of the moon. So, you know, for you in Australia, it is 10 times more important for you to understand your worth, your value, and to really look at where you truly want to go going forward and want to step into it. And that could be love, happiness, playfulness, relationships. Excuse me. I drank a glass of water too fast, and I think some of it went down the wrong pipe, and I thought I was over my coughing fit, but it feels like the same cough still, so. It is what it is. It's only there to highlight a message for you. Absolutely. The numerology for the new moon would be a 13. 1 plus 3 is a 4. So our 4 energy is about feeling at home, feeling the safety, feeling the security, or demanding it. The 4 energy, when it relates with the moon especially, we are looking at not really an emotion, your emotional foundation, and raising that energy to light and happiness. The 13 is about letting go of things, letting your inner child be reborn. Something new can happen in your life because you have dissipated the energy that was taking up space in your life. You have removed the clutter or the situation or the person or the environment so that you can stand stronger, more within your own truth. So it's definitely a weekend where we need to go with the flow. Sun is obviously in Libra too, if I didn't say that, because we are having a new moon. And that means that the sun and the moon are in the exact same degree of a certain zodiac sign on a certain side of the planet. We have the Empress first. Wow. She's our yearly energy, is she not? I'm drinking like the dogs, lapping it so fast I can't breathe. The Empress is one of fertility. Absolutely fertility. New beginnings, new plans, new adventures. The Empress is always looking how to create beauty and harmony in her kingdom, her empire, and have growth. So this could be a weekend where, and it could be up to like the next, we celebrate the new moon energy right up until the next new moon. Now, the first 2 weeks are the most potent for doing things, doing new things, new relationships, new environments, new things to learn, new things to see, to create, to invent. She's usually shown pregnant in most tarot decks. She's always surrounded in nature. She usually has water flowing, talking about the great emotion and the stability that we can gain in our emotions by getting to know ourselves a little bit better and why we do what we do when we do and how we do it. So allow your self-expression to come out this weekend. Allow your creativity. Think about your new beginnings, new moon affirmations. Absolutely. Oh, I pulled two at the same time. So they must go together in some way for our second card. The Three of Swords and Judgment. I'm both sleeping behind me. We finally wore them out. Well, it may not be the easiest thing. Excuse me. I so apologize. Um, it might not be the easiest thing to make a decision. Maybe we will be moving away from something that has given us happiness up to this point in time, where there are things we actually loved or liked about it. Maybe it was the situation, maybe it was the person, maybe it was the environment. And so I don't think these decisions come lightly, but we are able to make the decisions by reflecting on it, understanding where the negative was, what the negative is doing in our overall energy, where it's blocking us from moving us forward into what we want: joy, happiness, love, success. I'm going to take a sip of water. I know that sounds backwards, but we'll see if that helps. So judgment is a time to get off the fence. Judgment is a time, judgment is a time where, it's to get off the fence. It's also where the work that you have been doing starts to transform into the new beginnings for you. But I think there is some heartache here, or there is some really intense healing that needs to happen. So allow it to happen. Allow those conversations to happen. Allow those moments to be. We're going to leave those two together because they came out together. Our third card then is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords dropped out on Friday, was it? Or Thursday? Friday. Jumped out of the deck upside down, but here it's right side up. And this talks about you. This talks about the trials, the tribulation, the chaos, the sorrow, the letdowns, the hurt, the confusion, the anger, the wrongdoing that you've had to endure, that you had to walk through, maybe over the course of your life, maybe since the last new moon. Those swords, I do not believe are in your back. I do believe they are behind you. And they build this wall of strength for you. This wall of strength that it's almost like it's the strength within us and it's being shown to us so that we can picture that strength that we have inside of us. And that represents us moving past fears. That represents us making some hard decisions. And learning from those things. The sun is starting to crack through the clouds. The storm is over. And here we are, and we're starting to push ourselves up. We're ready to wipe away the sludge and the dirt that is on us from our life to this point, or since the last new moon. Absolutely. And we're ready to stand up strong. And I heard Superman pose. I've been saying the Superman pose for a while now, and I don't have any two energy around me, but it did pop into my head. So it's time for us to start standing in our Superman pose and taking it like it's going to happen, believing that it's going to happen. Expect that what you see in your Superman pose is going to happen. And you stand up straight, feet about shoulder width apart. But if you can't stand, then just sit straight. Take your back away from the backrest. Put your hands on your hips. Look up straight. Feel that cape fluttering in the wind behind you. Feel the strength, feel the empowerment, and see your day play out for you. And anything that you have to face, any challenge that you have to go through, you know you will be successful because you see it happening. And I'm serious about the 5 minutes, okay? Set your timer for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And the first couple of times you do it, wow, 5 minutes is an incredibly a long time. It really seems like a real big period of time. But you keep doing that, and 5 minutes is going to go very fast. And get involved in it and feel the emotion of it. See your happiness, see your pride, see your joy, see your giggles, see the bounce in your step. Temperance. Having less is having more. What don't you need? What has become clutter in your life? What do you need to release? What do you want to make room for coming forward? And it's almost, very much like we have these two cups and we're balancing. We're actually trying to mix a potion together, different liquids together in this card. And we're just finding the right mix, the right balance that needs to be. And it's not easy because look at the water. Look at the emotion that goes into it. You ever try and clean out your t-shirt drawer and say, oh, but I love this one. But, oh, well, this one reminds me of the time we went to that concert. Oh, remember that? That was that fair day that we went. And all of a sudden you've got all these t-shirts that you're never going to wear, but they're sentimental. So take a picture of them and then give it away to somebody who could use that shirt. Take a picture of the shirt and then give it away because you're not going to wear it again. Chances of you wearing it again are slim to none. So take a picture. Somebody told me that tip not too long ago. Take a picture of the memory. You have something and it was, great Aunt Alice's, but it's just to you, but you keep it there, So take a picture of it. So you have the memory of that vase, that vase. And give it to somebody who will go, oh my gosh, I love it, because I think Alice would like that if you gave it to somebody who really truly wanted it. Take a picture of it so you have the memory. You can't take the memory away. The vase itself might have been just clutter. Our final card, look at this. Oh, are you ready? The final card is the Fool. Now, if that isn't a perfect, we start with the Empress. Talking about our inner child, talking about fertility, talking about new beginnings, new plans, creating beauty and harmony in our atmospheres, harmonizing our environments, harmonizing with our environments, allowing our environment to be a reflection of our inside on our outside. You ever think that? Have you ever looked around and said, this is what I look like on the inside spiritually? Now look at that clutter. Now look around your room. The Fool shows up to say a brand new path. The end of the path, we may look a little like this, I'll be honest, okay? It's a long path, but we will feel that success. We will feel that joy. We will feel that love. Perhaps it's a relationship, a new relationship. Perhaps you're tying the knot, you're getting married. Perhaps you are a new friendship and you turn into best friends for life. You just meet somebody out of the blue, like Dylan met Milo. And life changes on a dime. Neither of those two dogs We're loving life much by the time they came to me. They've quickly adjusted to stepping into it. And sometimes as humans, we go, oh, I don't know. I've gotten excited about this before, and then this happened, and you're already inviting in the energy to have it dissipate the good energy. You're already inviting that energy in to close it down, to shut it down. Get excited about your tomorrow. You just do not know what is going to happen or what could happen. Do that Superman pose, and you can actually do your moon affirmations and affirm that pathway for yourself and your steps that you're going to take. It is a beautiful energy to step into our unique self, to allow our creative self to inspire, to be inspired. We'll get a Nature's Whispers card. Bountiful Harvest. Another one that's been coming up a lot lately. I think this is its third showing in the last couple of weeks. I was wondering if it was going to be the 23 card again. The Bountiful Harvest. I mean, as we go into a new moon energy, we've reaped the benefits of our efforts, of our drive, of our commitment over the last month. And to celebrate who you've become because of it. To know that you can now build on your successes, however small they may be. Maybe you look back and you go, I don't I can't even remember a success. So that's why you need a journal, because you've had many. And they've been small, maybe small steps, but the small steps add up to walking miles upon miles. So don't think you're not getting anywhere because you don't see the small results. It's like bumping into somebody, 5 years later and they look completely different. But they don't see it. When they look in the mirror, they look like the same old. So we're usually a little taken back when people see us like, oh my gosh, look at you. Because it's like, well, nothing's really changed. Everything's changed, but nothing's changed. The Bountiful Harvest. Take time to celebrate you, your accomplishments. Know, pray, affirm, meditate on your new beginnings of what you want to build upon, who you've become, your wisdom, your intuition, your talents, your gifts, the unique you. See what our animals have to say. Partners, the seahorse. Partners, so it could very much, this weekend could be very much, even over the next couple of weeks, partners, partnerships, team play even, associations. Love, partners, foundation, balance, relationship, and safety. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. I just absolutely love that. If you've chosen Seahorse, it's a time for you to look closely at relationships around you. If you're currently with a love partner, it is time for you to rekindle your passion, explore new ways to build on your foundation. Safety and security is important for you, and Seahorse offers protection, love, and safety so that you can continue on your journey. If you are single, it's important for you to restore the balance that is missing within you in order to attract the right person. Like attracts like. Be the type of person that you want to be in your life. Unlike humans, it's the male seahorse that carries the babies. This card could signify that there is an imbalance between the male and female partnership, a male and female partnership, which may need a realignment. This could be in the workplace, a love relationship. It could be within yourself. If you're thinking of beginning your own business, it's a wonderful time. But you must not go it alone. Once again, working cooperatively together. But you must not go it alone. Your partner is needed to help with the balance. You may be the creative type, and you'll need someone to ground you with regards to finances, vice versa. There's also a message that the loved one, a male energy, crossed over, a message of love and peace. Ancient Europeans believed that the seahorse. Okay, this has gone on long enough. Offered the sailors the male energy protection to their journey as they went to meet their destiny. It's now time for you to embrace your destiny. It is now time for you to embrace your destiny. That's what all these cards are talking about. That's what the energy has been pushing you towards the last couple of weeks, if not the last couple of months, if not the entire year. Embrace your destiny. Expect it to show up. And of course, we're going to do a Journey of Love card because it is a new moon energy. So Journey of Love, it could be love with other people, best friends, partnerships, lovers, co-workers, neighbors. But the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. I'm running out of room here. Yes, we did have a card drop, which never really happens in this deck. Falling. You know, this deck is beyond colorful. Okay, there's very few black and whites here. There's one that's black and white. You know, so when I get something like this within the deck, I get curiosity because I don't remember this one. Falling. So we'll read the poem first. It's very short. Is it wrong to love, to feel what I hold inside? The answer must wait. Don't worry. You may fear you are falling. It's just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss. You are sensing parts of your life flying away from you, out of your control, as the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and becomes more powerful than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves. Laugh, cry, celebrate, ponder. Whether it makes sense or not, you are perfectly ripe fruit falling from the universal tree, succulent and ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. If you wait, pardon me. If you wait any longer, this moment will be lost and you'll end up on the ground, having to decay to go to seed in order to start the whole process again. This is not so bad, but what a shame if your sweet nectar was not to be savored by the hungry world. You deserve to be declared the most delicious, juicy fruit that ever was. So fall, and you'll end up exactly where you need to be. This oracle contains a message for you that you are being called closer into divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny now. It's safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. It might seem that you are being asked to take a leap of faith. It's the right timing for that. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. Wow. Does that really sum up the energy or what? I mean, I've got goose pimples. So allow yourself to fall. You are the most succulent fruit. And yes, the world needs to experience you. So stand in your authentic self. Go after your goals, your dreams, your desires. The doorway is open. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.